I mean, what can the computer do that a book can't? I mean, that's the foremost interactive process, isn't it, when you sit down and read and
No, it's not. Not at all. If you want to learn about musical instruments, just seeing, you know...
Well, you listen to one if you want to learn about musical instruments.
No, but you'd like to read about it and then point to it and hear it and maybe point to a particular string and see what that sounds like. Or saying you're studying the human body, you'd like to zoom in on a part, you'd actually like to see an animation of how that works, or say you're in chemistry, you'd like to actually see how that bonding goes together. So the ability to take text and pictures and sounds and animations and have them all together so you can go at your own pace, go get more details, skip over things, ask the computer to quiz you to see if you really understand it. That is a higher form of interaction than the book.
Class is in session. So where have we seen this before? You gotta remember sinners and the griots and the storytellers. History repeats itself. Time is not just linear. It's also circular. It's also objective and subjective. We've seen this over 30,000 years of recorded human history. And this is crazy, especially coming from someone who's Gen Z. I grew up with computers. The internet is like AC to me. It's like television. It's like lights and electricity. It's normal. So to sit back and hear these conversations, it reminds me of something. All right, so everyone remembers Kendrick in the Heart Part 5, right? Remember this music video as he was switching between different black celebrities like OJ and Kanye and Kobe and Nipsey. And then on the other end of the spectrum, a lot of people were first introduced to the entire concept of AI through Drake and the now infamous tailor-made freestyle where he mimicked Tupac and Snoop Dogg. So this is the biggest difference between CGI and AI, because a lot of people don't understand the difference between Drake using Tupac and Snoop Dogg versus Kendrick using CGI. And a lot of you already know that I went to Full Sail University. I have a degree in computer animation. So the people that see Kendrick using basic CGI and facial tracking recognition that has been here since the 90s, right? We see Kendrick, and my mind immediately went to the black and white video with Michael Jackson. Y'all remember that video when they had Tyra Banks and it's black, it's white, it's black. You remember that? And they kept rotating and switching between each other. This is it. We understand Bloom's taxonomy. We understand the concept of stealing like an artist. There's nothing new. We told you, over 30,000 years of human history. History repeats itself. Just think about how the Wright brothers invented the airplanes. They studied birds, something that has always existed. Think about Isaac Newton and gravity. He didn't discover gravity, he observed gravity, something that has always been here. It keeps repeating itself. Once again, going back to the concept of griots and sinners, the movie, mediums. These stories have existed since the beginning of time. So throughout this entire Drake versus Kendrick beef, we've been saying it's been spiritual warfare. And we've been saying, of course, it's been repeating itself. So now this threat, we used to think it was going to be a Post Malone or an Ian or an Aiden Ross. No. Now the biggest threat is AI. The next industry plant won't be another Drake. Won't be another person. It will be AI. And this is why I talk about art itself being more about observations and creating as a medium. Going back to Bloom's taxonomy. Remember, understand, apply, then analyze, then evaluate to get to the point of creation. So a lot of our biggest inventions and our greatest masterpieces were made based off just simple creation, but based off necessity. So think about AI and creators and go back to painters versus cameras.
And I present to you the camera, woo, to take photos with.
Trash.
We got a hater.
No, not even that. I didn't want to say it, but it's lazy. It's lazy
Low-key,
as hell.
true.
Honestly, yeah.
I mean, it's the 20th century. Yeah, art painting's kind of outdated now.
Y'all ain't fucking with this?
I mean, it's all right.
This just took me 6 hours.
For that? Damn, that's crazy.
Bro, I just made you this portrait for your plantation like last week. You mean some of you don't want no more? You know how long this took me? What y'all gonna do after you take your picture?
I mean,
What's the family gonna do? Go sit in the house? There ain't shit to do. That's the whole point. It's supposed to be a whole family day thing, bro. So y'all just ain't fucking with paintings no more. Like, it's over. I'm done.
yeah, you're gonna have to get a new job. This shit revolutionary. It's over.
I'm a fucking killer.
Whoa. Hey, calm down. Whoa.
Class. I'm telling you, we're talking about painters versus the camera. We're talking about silent films versus talkies. Video killed the radio star. Unlike any of these other inventions, it's taken over the entire economy. It's taken over all of society. It's not just taking over just movies or paintings. This is a different beast. And a lot of times we've been having these conversations about how lyricism is now put at the forefront of hip hop. Because just like the painters and the camera, the very first thing that happened was people immediately said, okay, cool. The camera can do the easy surface shallow level work. They can easily press one button and make these extremely photorealistic pictures. So now here comes expressionism, the Van Goghs, and art styles like cubism and abstract and all these different types of different ways to express the human experience. So now you have to communicate the soul through your paintings. The exact same way in music. The surface level mumble rap is gone. That's easy. The AI can do that. Guess who's at the top? The ones who spent time perfecting their craft, closing their eyes, being able to consciously bring the subconscious out to the forefront and make it easily digestible. So the people who see themselves as gods, like Kanye and the Drakes and the Futures and the Young Thugs and the Lil Babies, that side who are saying rap is getting weird because they know for a fact they're easily replaced. So the people who are digging down deep and expressing the human experience are the ones being put at the forefront.
And like, all of us rappers are nerds. That's what makes us good rappers.
Yeah.
We all nerds.
Tacticians.
You know what I mean? Like, yeah, we tacticians. We up on the knowledge, intelligence, all that. Like Jay-Z, nerd. Kendrick, nerd. Joey, nerd. J. Cole, nerd.
Yeah.
Drake, nerd. You know what I'm saying? We're all nerds. You know what I mean? And that's okay.
For sure.
But, you know, there is also persona and, you know, real life aspects that play into, you know, our character and all of that shit. And that's also real as well.
Yeah.
But at the heart, you know, when all the cameras is off and everything, behind closed doors and shit, niggas is in that room nerding out. You know what I'm saying? And shit, we should embrace that.
This is what I'm talking about. He said, everybody's nerds. Doesn't matter what field you're in, whether it's the fashion, music, sports, business. You have to be a nerd about what you do. You have to love it. And it's less about being dorky or corny, but more about being passionate. So when you have something that you love, you don't mind doing it 25/8. Forget 24/7. So these are the people that you have to compete against now. The interested will never be able to compete with the obsessed, ever.
Michael Jackson used to say that he would record a song as soon as he thought of the idea of it, because if he didn't, then the idea would go to Prince. And as funny as that is to people, I don't think people are understanding what is going on. What Michael Jackson was saying was that he felt like if he didn't act on his idea would go to someone else. And this is something I've been thinking about so much recently, about how I feel like good ideas and ways to change your life and, you know, become successful and the best version of yourself, they go around to everybody. So that's why sometimes you think of something and then within a week somebody else has done it and it's worked out really well from them, because you didn't decide to take that idea forward and actually progress with it. You just had that idea and you let it go. So I feel like it passed through your consciousness and onto somebody else, right? In a way that we all say like, oh, we've never had a unique experience. If you've done it, somebody else has done it. Or if you've done it, someone else is going to do it. And if you thought it, someone else is going to think it. And that's how I think about things these days. I never want an idea to pass me and go to the next person, because I feel like something that could change my life will end up changing somebody else's life. And I feel like that's why you need to be quick with your ideas. You can't just ponder an idea forever and ever and ever, because the more you sit with a business idea or a business plan, the more time you're giving somebody else to come up with that and possibly change their lives when it could have been you. Act on that today. Even if you fail, at least you know you brought it out into the world first. So if it's going to work for someone, it's going to work for the person who brought it out to the world first. It's just about being bigger than others sometimes.
That's it. And once again, with the threat of AI, it will become even easier. So one of the biggest inventions that has changed music forever was the internet. Here comes Napster and streaming. Another invention, the drum machine. Now we have hip hop. You don't have to play the drums. You got a drum machine. We have DAWs now, FL Studio, Logic. Once again, this threat of AI is something different. Going back to Timberland or Lupe Fiasco and their AI situations is almost worse than sampling, because at least with sampling, you can at least get splits and royalties. With AI, it's like, homie, you're getting nothing. There's no human input. Yeah, it's going to be extremely difficult for you to get any type of money from that. All that money's going to go to the original source material. That's illegal. So we have to keep an eye out, follow the news, because it's only going to get worse. AI is here. It's not coming. It's here. Make sure y'all stay tuned. Turn on the notification bell. And I'll see you in the next video.